Hi everyone, so I'm going to be doing a product review on a Lush product. It's a fresh face mask called Oatifix. I think it's quite new. I am quite an avid Lush fan. I've used the majority of their products. I kind of went through a phase about 2 years ago when I used to go there about 4 times a week and just buy everything, and as a result my cupboards are now absolutely jam-packed and I hardly ever go there now because I just have so much of their stuff. So I try to only really buy the things that are either new or that I think that will be good for my skin, or just a reload basically, and try to stay away from things, just buying things for the sake of buying things, especially around Christmas time when all their Christmas products come out and everything is great, and I end up having, for example, what was one of their soaps called? Bob soap. I had about 30 of them and I only ever actually got through one and then they all went off. So obviously a big waste of money and a big smelly cupboard now. So anyway, back to Oatifix. I bought this last weekend. I got it free because they have, as you can see on the side, if you bring back 5 pots, black pots, you can get a fresh face mask. And obviously, as I said, that because I used to go there so much, I have so many empty pots that I probably have enough to get me another 5 fresh face masks. So I'll let you do the math there, how many of them I actually have. So let me show you what it's like on the inside. So it's called Oatifix and it looks like oats, and it's got quite a greasy kind of consistency. It smells absolutely gorgeous. It smells like cocoa butter to me, but obviously you may think differently. And it is a fresh face mask that you're meant to keep in the fridge. I think it lasts for something like 2 weeks, or maybe is it 3 weeks, that you're supposed to use it within that time, because it is fresh, full of fresh, fabulously amazing ingredients, and it is for dry and sensitive skin. Now I have quite strange skin. Certain areas of my skin are oily, certain areas are dry, certain areas are sensitive. So it can be quite difficult to determine what kind of product I should get for my skin. I tend to try and stick to combination kind of things. I mean, I have always been prone to spots, but then a lot of people who get spots can have quite oily skin, whereas I don't really have that oily skin, so it can be quite difficult. So I thought I'd give this a go, as it's for dry and sensitive skin. I have got quite dry skin in areas, again, like sometimes a little bit on my forehead, around the nose, which for a lot of people that would be their T-zone, but mine seems to not be that greasy depending on what time of the month it is. And it's for sensitive skin as well. So I used it yesterday, and when I applied it, it is completely different to other fresh face masks. It's very greasy to apply. I could literally, it felt like I was coating my skin in oil, and it didn't really feel that nice, to be honest. And I kept, basically I was putting so much on, and then because it was quite greasy, there was bits of it sliding off my face into the sink. So it can be quite dangerous in the respect that if you're putting it on in your bedroom, you have to be careful that it's not going to drop all over your clothes or on the floor. And maybe it was just the amount that I was putting on. But the other face masks, like for example Love Lettuce, which I love, which actually happens to probably be the best one for my skin, as soon as you apply it, it literally kind of sticks to your skin and you can actually see it drying. Whereas this one, you're meant to keep it on your skin for 5 to 10 minutes. I generally keep it on for about 15, just to be on the safe side, and it doesn't dry at all. That's mainly because it's full of so many oils. I mean, I'll read you some of the ingredients on it. So obviously fine oatmeal, organic bananas, ground almonds, Elite butter, kaolin talc, vanilla pod, vanilla absolute, sandalwood oil. So it's got quite a lot of oils and stuff in it. So obviously that is one of the reasons why it just did not dry out. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you know that an indication of whether a face mask is almost ready to come off is the fact that you can't move your face anymore, and if you smile it starts to crack. So this is one of the products that doesn't do that. So you have to actually make sure that you do keep an eye on the time, because it literally just sits on your face like a big kind of slime of grease. So I left it on my face for about 5 to 10 minutes, and what I normally do with other face scrubs is I've got like a little sponge that I bought from the Body Shop, I probably replace it every few weeks after a couple of uses, and I literally use that to scrub off all the face masks, because sometimes it can take so long to clean off a face mask, and I'm just lazy and I really can't be bothered to sit there going wash, 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 and it's doing is just shifting the face mask around different places on my face. So I use this kind of spongy thing to just kind of scrub it all off, and then just rinse off the actual sponge, and then just keep doing it. And yesterday I didn't actually have to use that, because as I was washing it off, it was just literally just like I'd go like that across my face, and a whole load of it would just come off on my hand. But obviously, because it is so greasy, it's not stuck to your skin like I said, like other face masks are. Um, then I literally rinsed it all off, and it left, and I kind of patted it dry, but it left quite an oily residue over my skin, which I guess is alright for people who have got very dry skin, but for those of us like me who have got a little dry skin, it wasn't really that great. So I ended up having to wash my face again just to get the stuff off. And the thing is, even after using face mask, I still like to tone and moisturize, and then I just ended up feeling like a big grease, a big lump of butter basically. So after I'd washed it off, I moisturized, and the thing is, I could feel a little bit of tingling on my face. And sometimes, like with things like Love Lettuce, to me it's, you know, the good stuff working. Well, that's what I like to tell myself. Whereas this was not a very pleasant kind of feeling, considering it's meant to be for sensitive skin. It felt a little bit hypocritical in that I could feel my skin tingling, but in like a kind of a painful sort of way. So I mean, overall, not great product. I mean, I will probably still end up finishing it off, just purely because of the fact that it only has about 3 or 4 more uses out of it, and it wasn't so bad. And I do tend to use my fresh face masks just before I go to bed, and I mean, when I woke up in the morning, to be honest, my skin didn't really feel any different to any other day. But when I do use things like Love Lettuce, my skin feels fabulous in the morning. It's soft, it's glowing. I put my makeup on, my skin is shining through it, in a good way shining, obviously, not in a greasy way. But I just didn't get that from Oatifix. So, sorry Lush, in my personal opinion, not that great. I mean, I will probably continue to use Love Lettuce, but I thought it was worth trying anyway. So yeah, Oatifix I'd probably give out of 10 about a 6. I hope you found this review useful, and I hope to do some more soon. Take care everyone, bye.